This is Robert Mardlacci, the Mindshare Learning Report and Mindshare Learning Media and Strategy Group here at the Mindshare Workspace in Air Mills in the great city of Mississauga. I'm honored to have here for a Mindshare Learning Moment. Faham is a co-op student from the Dufferin Peel District School Board. We're super excited. This Friday is Canada AI Literacy Day. It's the first annual. I just had a great interview with the Media Smarts folks in Ottawa, talking to Matthew Johnson about the importance of well-being and AI. We're launching Canada's 18th Schools of the Future Student AI for Wellbeing Challenge. Talk to me, about the state of education, what it's like for you to be learning in the age of AI. We're also launching a micro-credential that you've been working on and testing for us. And so great to have you part of our community here at the Mindshare Workspace in Air Mills Town Center. Like the internet, and there was a lot of confusion and concern when that came on the scene well before you were born. And that didn't go away, just like AI today. It's here. We have to work with it ethically and responsibly. And that's part of the inspiration in launching the course, where KPMG did a study on the use of AI with students. 73% of students, like yourself, are using AI. 77% of students want to use it ethically and responsibly. Yeah. That was a catalyst for creating that course through C21 Canada. We've got a national AI use case project happening with Dell Technologies. Incidentally, Dell's Education Summit is next Tuesday, where we're officially launching our Schools of the Future Challenge. Yeah. Talk to me about where things are at for you and your colleagues and classmates using AI in education.
Yeah, so obviously education's changed a lot in the last few years, I'd say, with the introduction of AI. So before, we'd actually have to think before doing every assignment. We'd have to plan it out carefully ourselves. But now there's the easy shortcut of just putting it into ChatGPT, having it do the work for you, and therefore there's no more thinking aspect of the work anymore. So I feel like with before, everyone was using AI, and students have become really reliant on it to the point where they're not really thinking about the work that they're doing anymore, and they're not really using their own brains. So for me, I feel like the 7 C's that we're starting to introduce is a really good way to teach them how to use it ethically. Because I feel like when AI is there, kind of like a tutor to help you better understand the topics so that you can think better and you can really understand it fully, that really helps you grasp more of the content that you're learning. And with that, it's easier to remember and actually use it in real life time versus just copying and pasting, because from that, you don't learn anything. And
right.
In the end, when you don't have the AI to support you, then you don't know much.
Right. More of a guide on the side, if you will, as opposed to using it to create your content. It's you're the creator, you're the quarterback, and it's really about leveraging it as a support tool more than anything. Well, why don't you show off who's our special keynote this Friday at 1 p.m. It's Canada's AI Literacy Day at 1 p.m. webinar. It's in the chat, and you can join us. Dr. Steve Jordan's legendary professor from the University of Toronto, who is an expert in AI, who was a past keynoter at the Canadian EdTech Summit. He'll be our speaker, along with Umber Khan, who is a literacy coach from the Peel District School Board and won our National Schools of the Future Challenge. And then we have a very impressive young man, Vivian Vinod, who won our Startup Challenge. So we're bringing together representation of the education community to talk about well-being and leveraging AI for well-being. And our contest launches officially next Tuesday. This is a pre-launch this Friday. You heard it here first. It's the first annual AI Literacy Day, National Literacy Day. We want to get as many teachers online as possible to do some upskilling around AI. We've got some prize giveaways. Any final thoughts to share about your excitement about the future of learning and innovation? We're so grateful to have co-op students and interns here at the Mindshare Workspace on a regular basis, because you make an impact. You're talk to me about the learning experience that you've had here so far. When we give you agency to do pretty much everything we do, what's it been like so far?
Honestly, it's been great. Like I've been able to talk to people who know more than me and learn from them. So a quick example is Hanan. She taught me how to design more on Canva and how to really think about my designs. And also when I'm advertising, not to think like me, but to think what the ideal consumer would want to see. And not only that, Robert's also taught me to really work hard, and the work ethic is super important. He also tells us that when we do something, we have to read the room and how that's really important. He always mentions that. So I learned a lot from being here, and I learned how to use new tools. And it's honestly a great thing, a great opportunity that they give to co-op students.
Well, I hope that you'll be entering our contest with the.
Yeah.
It's the concept is get together a team of students to leverage AI to create a startup or a program that will help students' well-being. It's never been a more critical time in our education journey,
Yeah.
in modern education, to really help give kids the supports they need to give them agency to take ownership of your learning and self-regulation.
Yeah.
Right, we know the current Rogers national campaign around screen time, 5.2 hours a day students are spending on screen time, probably in combination with their phone and computers, and that would encompass at school as well. But what are your thoughts on that? It has to be purposeful, because if it's not controlled, if you don't know how to self-regulate, that's not a recipe for success.
Yeah. Like Robert was talking about the self-regulation, I feel like it does get hard when you have the phone on you at all times, and in school when you're allowed to use your computer, it's really easy to go off task. And with the usage of high screen time, it's really taking away time on productivity that you could be using it for better things instead. So Robert was talking about self-regulating, and I feel like that's very important because if students learn how to use AI with self-regulations instead of using it in unethical ways, they'll use it in ways that can really expand their skill set, and it can also help them cut down their screen time using things just scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, and I feel like it'll be much better for them.
As long as it's purposeful, right?
Yeah.
You were creating some promotional videos for our workspace and for the Mindshare contest launch, and you were using your mobile phone. So it is a powerful device. That this device has more technology embedded in it than the entire basement of my high school and the old computers, the IBM computers that took up the whole basement. This has more processing power than all the computers back in the 70s when I was in high school. It seems like yesterday. Well, I hope you're able to join us this Friday for National AI Literacy Day. 1 p.m. Eastern is our official launch of the webinar, joined by Dr. Steve Jordans, expert on well-being and AI. You're such an impressive student. Let's have a round of applause for Maham. He's doing some great work here at the Mindshare Workspace in Arrow Mills Town Center in the great city of Mississauga, as our former Hazel McCallion used to say. And looking forward to continuing your co-op here with us. You've done a great job. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
This is Robert Mardlanchi and Faham signing off here at the Mindshare Workspace in Air Mills Town Center. Be sure to join us this Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. And until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep the learning curve steep.